My name is John Brooks. I'm a great-grandson of Geronimo and Catalina Lopez, who had the house built. And I am descended from Mary Lopez, which was, I believe, the second daughter of Geronimo and Catalina. In 1883 they moved in. And it was built in two segments. The first being the single story behind this two-story. That was the original house that was built. And they began having these children. They had a total of 13. And as he was finishing up that, he decided he better build an additional building. And he started on this initially as a single story, but then changed his mind and went to a two-story with 3 big bedrooms upstairs. The house, in my understanding, was built in the Mexican style of construction for the time. That is, each room had an exterior entrance. There were no interior doors at all. It had some windows and exterior doors that you had to access from either the upstairs veranda or go out of one room and walk outside to the next door that you wanted to get into. And this house was built, the initial building, single story, was separated from the larger building by a breezeway. And that was covered up or enclosed in the late 20s because my Grand-Aunt Kate was sensitive to the extreme heat or cold of the weather of the day at the time. And so at that time, they installed the inner stairway. They opened up the arched doorways between the interior rooms, and they divided the 3 upstairs bedrooms with a long hallway that created 6 bedrooms. And they did have the sewing room and reading room on the west end of the upstairs, which had a grand view of the mountains and to the west. And before the area was developed, and we had buildings, commercial buildings and whatnot to the west of us. She had a good clear view and could see things going on. The renovation hopefully will start in late July or early August, and it's going to involve from a year to a year and a half to accomplish it. And everything in the building has to be removed and stored in a secure place, and hopefully with an alarm system on it. And then they're going to strip the exterior coating on this thing and put up the proper cover on it. And they're going to go through and repair what needs to be repaired and bring it up to the standard of the time then. It's going to look the way it was back when it was first built. We want to establish it as close to the original as possible. And of course, the displays in here are going to be as they are now. In that regard, you can only say, well, if you put it as it was originally, it didn't have things on display like we have today. But we want the public to be able to see everything and appreciate it.